This is your dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santaigo. Starting from humble beginnings, Nick has been beating the markets for over 2 decades. He shares with you his take on the profitable trades that will have you moving towards financial freedom in no time at all. To see an in-depth review of his track record and much more, go to inthemoneystocks.com. Welcome. This is your daily dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santaigo. I'm Kerry Lutz. Today's August 6th, 2020. This is show number 92. And Nick, we should just start out with gold and silver, even though it's at the bottom of our list here. New record highs, new highs on the futures, pulled back a little bit, but it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what happens though when you get these parabolic type moves in the market. So gold has been on fire, silver's been on fire, and you will surge. And what will happen is it'll get everybody in there, and then it will pull the rug out from under them. So you want to be a bit careful now in gold. You want to be a bit careful in silver. I mean, don't chase these moves if you're not in it. If you are in it, you try to ride them out, use a trailing stop. We talked about that yesterday. But right now it is, for me, I couldn't get involved in any paper transactions regarding gold, silver, or gold and silver miners at this stage of the game. It's just way too high on the chart. And these charts that go parabolic, they will come back in.
Yeah, all of the companies that sponsor Financial Survival Network are all trading at or close to new highs. So that should tell you something. It's always a little dangerous when you get that high, but this move's got a lot of life still left in it. But like you say, pullbacks are the norm. Right now, looking at gold well over $2,000. I'm looking at the spot price here, $20.5720. The spot price on silver, $28.11. We're heading towards $30 silver here, Nick, in no time.
Yeah, it's pretty close now. I mean, we're not far off of it, but at this stage of the game, I just want to put that out there. If you're a trader, you're a short-term trader, you do not want to participate in this move at this stage of the game. You wait for it, let it come back in, let it reset, let it give you some type of base or pattern. Then you can look at it again. But to jump on board at this level, that's usually an amateur mistake. So never chase. If you do it now and you get involved in it here, you are chasing.
Yeah, I could not agree with you more, and caution is the byword. When you've seen an advance like this, and it's been going on for a few months now, Nick, 90-day advance. I mean, it's been heading higher. The trend's been up for over a year now. But when you're seeing this kind of advance with this kind of intensity to it, at some point the sheep will march in and they will get sheared. That's just the way it works for sure. So looking at today, unemployment claims are a little bit better for the first time in 3 weeks.
Yeah, the unemployment claims improved a little bit. Looks like the number was 1.186 million versus 1.40 million, which was expected. This is a decrease of, I think, 249,000 from last week, so that's a bit better. And then you had the continuous claims for the week ending July 25th. I believe they decreased by 844,000 to 16.107 million. So still a high number, but it's improving, and that's a positive. Now, don't forget, tomorrow at 8:30 a.m., we're going to have the Bureau of Labor Statistics come out with their non-farm payroll report. So everybody will be waiting on that to see what they have to say there. But again, the job picture is improving, and if you can start to open up more businesses and more of these states start to open up, things can get a little bit better. But there's still going to be a big unemployment problem out here, just for the fact that many businesses have shut down for good. And, that can't be changed very quickly. But it's good to see things getting a little bit better out here.
Hey, and they're still giving away free money. Now they're just fighting over. It just reminds me, Nick, of H.L. Mencken, one of my favorite political satirists and really a brilliant mind, who used to say elections are simply an auction of goods yet to be stolen.
Well, I got to say that's a pretty good one. I haven't heard that one before, but I might use it. I might use it down the road.
Hey, H.L. Mencken's quotes are some of the most brilliant quotes out there. He also said, "No one ever went broke. underestimating the intelligence of the American public. A little cynical there. I don't necessarily agree with it, but it's a pithy phrase. And so many others. This guy was really ahead of his time. Brilliant writer, and he really spawned a whole kind of cynical political writer movement in the United States during his time. It was earlier in the 20th century, late 19th century, I guess. But anyway, so we're still dealing with earnings, right?
Yeah, we still have a lot of earnings still coming out. Now, we don't have the so-called sexy names like Apple and Amazon and Google, but we are, still seeing a lot of these high flyers, these second-tier tech names like Roku and FSLY and Western Digital and Wix.com. They're all coming under pretty good selling pressure today. So again, these stocks, not Western Digital, but the others were already priced for perfection. So a lot of times when you're priced for perfection, it means that you've already had a huge run. Then when you announce your earnings, it's a basically buy the rumor, sell the news type of an event. And that's what seems to be going on there. But we're definitely seeing a little bit of money coming out of some of these tech names. And, that's good to see as long as the money goes into other areas. So we'll be watching for that. We'll see if some other spots or some other sectors get to see some upticks. And if that happens, that's fine. But, it looks like the tech names still are holding up pretty well, but they are a little bit hot at this point in time. So not surprising to see a little bit of money come off the table there.
Yeah, so you think this is part of a trend that's going to start where money's going to start going to other sectors of the market?
Well, I'm watching for clues of that, and I do see it. I see some money going now into some transports. Transports have been doing much, much better. Even the airlines have caught a little bit of a bid. Now, a lot of that could be attributed to the politicians trying to do another bailout bill for them or trying to loan them some more money. But, rail stocks have done very, very well. And, you take a look at like a Kansas City Southern, Norfolk Southern. You take a look at UNP, Union Pacific. These stocks have held up very, very well. And, if you take a look at a stock like UPS recently, they reported earnings. The stock hasn't even backed off. It jumped the day of earnings. It was up from, 110 to 140, and now it sits at 145. So, when you get big moves like that and transport companies are doing better, you definitely want to pay attention to the market.
Well, that the pandemic has been great obviously for FedEx and UPS, right? I mean, it really has improved their business dramatically.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You've had, the deliveries and things along those lines have definitely caught a big bid just on that. But, rail stocks have also done well. Logistics stocks have done well. So, you want to just, keep an eye on these transports. Transports still look like they got some more upside in the tank here, at least in the near term. Things can change tomorrow on a headline. We all know that. So you do have a lot of headline risk out here. But, for the most part, transports are holding up really, really well.
All right. Well, I think we'll leave it at that for now, Nick. And make sure you go take a look at Nick's site, inthemoneystocks.com. Twitter feeds at ITMS, at Nick Santiago01, and at Kerry Lutz. Questions, comments, criticisms, feedback, email us kl@kerrylutz.com. Nick, we will pick up tomorrow on Friday, and I have a feeling this is not going to be your typical summer Friday.
I don't think it will be, and don't forget, we have that job number tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m.
And that's probably going to set things off. All right, Nick, we'll talk to you then.
Thank you.
And so concludes another episode of Daily Market Wisdom with Master Trader Nick Santiago. Be sure to go to his website, inthemoneystocks.com. Don't forget the Twitter feeds at ITMS and at Nick Santiago01.